Santham Academy. Welcome to Digital Kaksha. To get updates on new videos, click the subscribe button and the bell icon.
Hello students. Today we are going to talk about one of the writing skills named formal letters. Letters are the most important means of communication even today. We all are living in a world where digitalization had replaced many old traditions and customs. But letter writing is still a part of the curriculum because this is actually a skill which is essential for all of us to develop. Let us see the different types of letters. Letters are mainly classified into 4 types: complaint letters, inquiry letters, letters for placing an order, and letter to editor. Let us see them one by one. The first type is the complaint letter. Complaint letters are made to lodge a complaint regarding a product's fault or regarding the fault of a service. So here, this letter can be written to an organization or an institution depending upon the question. All the complaint letters are addressed either to a private or a public organization. So, the next type, that is, there is the letter of inquiry. The letter of inquiry is written to inquire about a product or a service. To know more details about it, inquiry letters are mostly written. These letters are written even to obtain a quotation or a price list. The next in the category is the letter for placing an order. After you get the quotation and the price list, the next step that comes is for placing an order. When you want to place orders, you need to write the specification like quantity and what are the products that you need. So, for that, this letter for placing an order is written. Mostly, we write letter to editor when we talk about a concern or an issue related to that. Sometimes when we talk about an issue which we want to raise an issue, this letter contains the topic of general discussion where we raise an issue and discuss its pros and cons in that. So here, this letter to editor is the most commonly used letter. Let us see the steps to write a particular letter. There are 7 steps that helps us to complete our letter. The first step is the sender's address. And the most important thing is that it is written at the top left corner of the page. The way we write it is like this. The first comes the house number followed by the street's name, then the town's name and the pin code of it. All these details are given in the question. After sender's address, next comes the date and the receiver's address. Date is to be written in this format, that first comes the date in figure, then month and the year. When we talk of receiver's address, first comes the person's designation to who we are addressing the letter. Like here I have given an example, the editor. Then Free Press is the name of the newspaper and Delhi, that is the name of the place or the town, and city, and then pin code. This will come straight away under the date after leaving one line. After we mention date and receiver's address, the next comes is the subject. Subject should be as brief as possible. When we write a subject, the main purpose of writing the subject is just to give an idea to the reader what the letter is all about. So it must be as brief as possible and probably 3 to 4 words only. After subject comes the salutation. Salutation is a part where we are addressing the person personally. We are either using sir or madam in the formal letter, and it depends on the relation with the person. If they are close to us, we may use dear sir or dear ma'am. But here one thing we should keep in mind, if the gender is not known of the person to who you are writing the letter, sir should be used as common. Next comes the body of the letter. It consists of 3 parts. In this, the first part talks about the introductory paragraph. The introductory paragraph talks about the purpose of writing the letter. So, the very first paragraph must include the purpose of writing. Second paragraph or the second part of it is informative details. The second paragraph must have all the necessary details that we want to convey to the readers. And the concluding para. Concluding para talks about what is your hope and comment. What do you expect from the reader? So it must be proper. So proper conclusion gives a good impression on the reader. After this main part of the letter comes the closing of it. That is called as complimentary close. Complimentary close includes the words like yours sincerely, faithfully, yours truly, etc. One thing we must always remember that in yours there is no apostrophe, although this Y is capital, but the first letter of the second word must be small because that is in the format. And very often we are in habit of making this also capital. So the first letter of second word must always be small. Last but not the least is the signature of the person writing the letter. Here signature doesn't mean that the person's signature is required. Here the person is supposed to write his or her name and the designation if they have any. This is the sequence in which the letter is written. Let me talk here about the marking scheme of this particular question. This question is divided into 4 parts. For format, format includes all 7 points we have discussed just now. So for all this, if you are writing it properly, you get 1 mark for the format. Content contains 4 marks. That is the body of it. What are the things you are including? All the necessary details are included here. Third is the accuracy. The accuracy at which you write the particular letter. It contains 1.5 marks. Fluency also contains 1.5 marks. So total, this particular question carries 8 marks. It's an 8-mark question for which you need to follow this particular format, and these are its types. I hope this particular writing skill is clear to you all, and this video would help you to improve this writing skill. Thank you. Have a nice day ahead.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure to like, share and subscribe for more.